Hey everybody, what is up? I am back with another 12 Days of Chucky video, and today is a very fun and special one because it is a video tier list I'm making here today. So I'm going to be doing a tier list for you guys, plus a ranking of the franchise. Um, and I'm excited. I love doing these for you guys. Haven't done one in a while. Um, and I am really, this has been such a fun series, and it's so sad that it's coming to an end in just a couple of days. Um, because I've really loved doing this for you guys, and it's been a ton of fun. So, and today, guys, you also can see me on Bacon's channel if y'all want. I will be doing a Halloween 1978 watch along. And then y'all can also see me well, I'll be featured on a podcast at some point tonight too. So we've got a lot going on today, but I wanted to throw in this tier list for you guys to do day 10 of the 12 Days of Chucky. So let me just go to share screen here. Get this all situated. So how I have it set up here is so I've got it set up like this. I've got it all based off of Chucky Quotes. I've got a true classic, never goes out of style. That's the top of the top, absolute one of the best movies, one of the absolute classic one, and it's the highest of the highest. Then you've got you can't keep a good movie down, so you can't keep a good guy down. Fun play on words there. And that is a movie that's good. It's a good time. It's fun. It's and all that. And then you've got what's so great about being men? So what's so great about being human? If you guys know that quote, so that's the meh category. And then Chucky says, "Move your ass." That's bad. And then because you're telling the movie to move its ass. And then it says, you have a date with death," and that's the bottom of the barrel shit. They need to die. They have a date with death. It's looking pretty bad. So um, we've got Horrorhead Heather here saying, "Wolfman, hello friend, hello Heather, good to see you. Glad you could pop on in for this Chucky tier list. I'm very excited to get to this today. So, first off, I guess we will start out with Bride of Chucky. So, we are doing this in no order, guys, no particular order. Um, well, actually, like I do all the tier lists, let me move this one up to the front here. Um, that way, you get the first and then the most recent film last. So you get those two first and last, and then everything else in between in no particular order. So now that we've done that, we're starting out with the first Child's Play. That's what we're starting out with. So the first one, it's the one that started all. We would not get Chucky if it was not for that first Child's Play movie. So it absolutely 100% has to go on the A True Classic, never goes out of style. The first Child's Play is great. It's so fun. It's actually is able to balance scares while also being really funny at times too, but it's not like goofy like what Bride and Seed were. This is like a darker take on Chucky and this killing doll, and it's what started this whole, you know, kind of killer doll trend in horror, and it was really an impactful film and really put Chucky on the map of becoming one of the head slashers alongside, uh, Leatherface, alongside Jason, alongside Michael Myers, all those people. So um, it's absolutely great. The atmosphere, the music, I've always loved the music. The directing in it is by Tom Holland, not to be confused with Spider Man. It's not Spider Man who directed it. Um, but all that works so well. The performances still hold up really well. The atmosphere, I really love the atmosphere to it. And this is just a timeless movie. It honestly just is timeless. I could watch it every year and never get bored of it. It is honestly truly a timeless classic in my opinion. Um, Horrorhead Heather says Child's Play OG, a true classic for me as well. So good. You bet your ass. You know what's up, Heather. It is absolutely just such a classic and just so good, like you mentioned. Um, so that's why it's on a true classic, never goes out of style. So next up, we've got Bride of Chucky. So Bride of Chucky. This was the one that started getting Chucky in a different tone. He started being very goofy. And what's weird enough is that this is actually, other than maybe the remake, I have to look back, but maybe other than the remake, this is the highest rated Chucky movie. Okay, well, no, it's not. Never mind, because Curse of Chucky and Cult of Chucky, I don't know what I'm talking about. But this is definitely one of the highest rated Chucky movies on like Rotten Tomatoes. It's got like a 50% critics score. So that's always amazed me that how half of the critics actually seem to really like it. Um, and I have fun with it. It's one of the ones I grew up the most watching. And I can still have fun with it. This to me wasn't really my Chucky per se. My Chucky is the Chucky where it's more dark, more serious, maybe cracks a few one-liners and jokes here and there, but um this started to wasn't this the one with yeah, this was the one with doll sex. Yeah, doll sex was just that was so weird and it spawned Seed because you see that scene and then you realize the ending spawned Seed, which is the worst in the franchise. So I kind of blame this movie for that. So yeah, it is good, but there's really a lot weighing it down too. I didn't know whether to put it on the meh tier or the you can't keep a good movie down tier. But for me, I'm probably gonna I'm probably gonna go still you can't keep a good movie down because it's got some fun moments to it. I do enjoy uh Bride of Chucky, but I just wish that they didn't go as far with some of the stuff as they did, because it inspired Team America World Police. Uh, but it was definitely it's definitely still a fun time, and I still get entertained by it. So we've got Horrorhead Heather who says, "I love this movie as well, ranked third for me. I love the Tiffany character and the comedy added a true classic for me, top tier." I will say this, yeah, the seeing Tiffany, I love the addition of her character. Um, the Tiffany character was a lot of fun. I absolutely thought she was a great addition to the franchise. Um, and she and Chucky both have really great chemistry. Like their chemistry together is perfect. Um, Brad Dourif and Jennifer Tilly did so well together. It works almost seamlessly. Um, I could have an argument for putting it on the true classic tier, but for me, I'm still gonna put it on the you can't give a good movie down for the whole doll sex and some of the weird stuff that they had in there. Great kills though. That movie had some really fun, cool kills. I loved the little lip kill, the lip piercing, the glass falling and killing them. Like that was yeah, it had some fun kills. Cfile Podcast says hello there. Hello there, guys. Can't wait to go on to your podcast uh, tonight to discuss Halloween 2018. So that'll be a lot of fun. Like I said, guys, packed schedule today. Jorge Other says he is anatomically correct, Wolfman. Yeah. Um, I will say, I do love the look of Chucky and Bride. I never mentioned that. I love the look of Chucky where he's all stitched up. That's always been a really high plus for me. If we were ranking the looks, that would definitely be high up there. And then she says, "Hey there, C-Files Podcast. Just talking to each other." She says, "Hello, Heather. How are you? Doing well, C-Files. Thanks for asking. How are you?" And then I'm doing pretty good. Just done editing a video, and it's taking forever to render. Is it the one where we talked like for ages about Halloween in 1978? Because I'll try to not go that long this time today, because I don't want to put you into too much trouble with editing. But that was I just imagine that being a hassle. Um, so next up, we've got Cult of Chucky. So Cult of Chucky. Unfortunately, I'm not a fan of Cult. I watched it the first time. I was of two minds on it. I was like saying, okay, there's some good to it, there's some bad to it. The kills are really cool. I'll say that. The it's but like there's just some things in there that really bother me. Like the fact that you are a freaking mental facility and you don't have video cameras. And even if you do have video cameras, you're telling me that you can't just walk into the comms room and see that Chucky is doing all this shit. That he's standing up, he's actually walking around, he's stabbing people, he's killing people, shoving hands down people's throats, doing all this shit. You're a place full of crazies, crazy people. Y'all are the crazy people if y'all don't have a video camera in there or anything to watch the rooms. And if you don't, then like y'all truly are crazy because you're dealing with with mental patients. You have to watch them. And so that's just something that's always bugged me in the film. The characters were never really good in this film. Other than Nika. Nika, she was always such a great addition. Fiona Dorff was always such a great addition to the franchise. I love her. She's so good. Other than her, and you do get to see Andy back, but only for a little bit. Andy's like barely in the movie. I mean, he's in there for a little bit, but he's really not in it much. After all that hyping up Curse did, it was like unfortunate. But it's just so repetitive. Like I swear, I didn't have enough alcohol for it, but in my watch along, if you guys noticed, I even mentioned uh bring possibly getting alcohol and taking a shot every single time they said Chucky did it. Because that is said so many times it becomes repetitive in this movie. And the doctor, oh my god, one of the worst characters. Oh my god. So yeah, this movie really frustrates me because I really want to love it. Every time I watch it, I really want to love it. That being said, it's not actually a bad movie in my opinion, because there's still like I almost put it on the Chucky Says Move Your Ass. I almost put it on that. I did, but I might put it on the meh tier. The what's so great about being meh, I may put it there. It is it's just meh. It's just so underwhelming. I wanna know what you all think. Um, at Cfiles Podcast says, actually, it's a whole different video. The funny thing is that the video I'm doing was only a 12-minute one. It's crazy. Oh, whoa. That does sound crazy, dude. Um, Sometimes those shorter ones are actually harder to edit. Like, you'll be surprised. Um, and then Horrorhead Heather says, Colt is okay. I would put it in the move your ass tier. Had some good kills, and I love the snow. Yeah, the snow really was cool. I really did think the snow was really cool. Um, you know what? You've convinced me. Yeah, I'm gonna put it on that tier. Chucky Says Move Your Ass. I'm not big into it. I try every time, and it's an okay film for me. It like what Curse did so well was Curse was able to take Chucky in a much darker direction, while Colt it did that, but then it mixed in the some of the what made Bride and Seed unbearable, and it threw that stuff in there too, and I just was not a fan of that. Um, and but I do love the snow and the kills, especially like that one glass kill in it, super well shot. The cinematography was really cool too for a low budget, straight to home video movie. Um, and I want to see more like slashers in the snow. The only other ones we've had are like Wrong Turn 4, if you want to count Never Hike Alone in the Snow, and like if you but I want to see a lot more slashers in the snow. I think that'd be a really fun uh thing to do. Um so next up is Curse of Chucky. Now, Curse of Chucky, I'm a big fan of. I actually do really like Curse of Chucky. Um it is a film that is, it is very dark. It is very uh bloody. The kills are really um strong. I think the kills are great. Um Not quite as memorable of kills as like Colt, but still really fun. Um the look of Chucky though, at least that first look was atrocious. Atrociously awful. Once you get to the second look in that like reveal that they do, and he peels off and she peels off the stuff, that look was kind of badass. But the look prior to that, if they kept that the whole movie, I would have not liked it like at all. So, um, but they didn't. But this was the one that introduced Fiona Dorff as Nika, who was such a great addition. No one talks about her enough as a final girl. She is smart. She's badass. The way she holds that cell and just lets him cut through her. The way she uses her leg to since it's paralyzed to get whopped in the leg, so then his axe gets stuck. I'm like, this girl is smart. no one talks about her on Final Girl lists, and it's so sad because she's so good. And Brad Dourif and her, you know, that's just it's like a it's almost it feels just so special because it's like a like father like daughter situation. And I just love seeing that. I just love seeing them both together on screen. It's just so fun. Um, and yeah, the cast is great. The for a straight to DVD movie too, like the cinematography is well done. Um, it's just it is one of my favorite Chucky movies, and I would have to put it on the "You Can't Keep a Good Movie Down" tier because it is absolutely. I almost put it on the True Classic Never Goes Out of Style tier, but it's still too soon. It's still too soon. That was in 2013. This movie was in 2013. I kind of want to wait until you know we get uh, further out until I'm like some of these other older movies until I decide to put it on a tier of that caliber. So yeah, so for me, you can't keep a good movie down. It's a good time, a lot of fun, really dark, really brutal. I absolutely love Curse. Um, let's see. Oh yes, Horrorhead Heather says I wasn't a fan of the multiple Chuckies either. I wasn't either. That's what reminded me a little bit of like Seed and such is that type of stuff. I was not a fan of the multiple Chuckies and that whole plot line of I get she's mental and all, but that whole plot line of what did you do to your baby? And like Chucky was her baby and she was trying to treat him like it was her son or her child. That was weird. That was weird. I was not there for that. Um and then Horrorhead Heather says Curse is really good. I enjoy that one. You can't keep a good movie down tier for me. Oh yeah. It is absolutely that tier for me as well. It is uh just such a good movie and I really like what you mentioned here. She says, I really like the dinner scene in Curse as well. I do too. That is one of the most intense dinner scenes. And the way it's shot, the way it's executed, it's like you don't know who it is. You're like, oh shit. Oh shit. Who is it? Who's got the, poisoned uh chili and such? Like, I don't know. Who is it? Who is it? So it is this the tension built in that scene. This whole movie finds a really good way of building tension. And and I really feel like Don Mancini did a great job with that. This is actually this and Seed is his favorite Chucky movies. Now he directed both of them, so that's probably why. And why I disagree with Seed, and we're about to get to that. I can definitely agree with Curse because Curse is a great time. Absolutely a great time. Um, but yeah, so next up, okay, Michael. Okay, sit back in your seat for this one. You're gonna need to talk about Seed of Chucky. Yep, it's not good. Um, it's bad. It's a movie that is really hard to watch. Uh, I, like it got just to the point of when Freddy Krueger got way too goofy in the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. This was one of those ones where it did the same thing, where it's like, oh great, so now we see Freddy Krueger riding a broomstick, being like, "I'll get you, my pretty, and your little soul too." Wah, ha, ha. And in this one, you see like freaking fucking Chucky's jerking off, and you see just oh, it's so bad. And like not even the kills are that great, except for maybe one, the like head kill, that was kind of cool. But everything else isn't really that good. And but it is one of those that honestly, what's interesting is it's honestly out of all the watch-alongs I've done for this series, it might have been one of my favorites. Because I had a blast watching it with uh, Bacon and Ross. Like we were making fun of it when when it was time to make fun of it, and we were just um, having us a ball watching it, honestly. Because I guess that's a testament to it somehow. And hey, I would watch that if you were to give me Seed, the Black Christmas 2019 remake, Halloween Resurrection, um, Freddy's Dead, maybe another movie, but mostly those. I would pick Seed to watch any day over those because those are atrocious. But the whole Glenda thing, I get that it was a big deal for the LGBTQ plus community, and I respect that. That's awesome. That's great that they had an idol, an icon for them to be able to come out. By the way, happy National Coming Out Day. Apparently today is National Coming Out Day. Didn't know that. Um, but that being said, the Glenda thing was just not good. It was really cringy. And despite him being played, him, her, whatever you want to say, he pretty much did non binary before it was cool. So, Don Mancini, you're a hipster. Um, Despite him being played by Billy Boyd, who is, Pippin in my favorite movie, Lord of the Rings, um, it still was just not entertaining. No, okay. It wasn't good or at all. Wasn't well made. Wasn't good at all. Entertaining. It can be entertainingly bad sometimes, but overall, it's still a train wreck. It's still awful. So, I want to see what your thoughts are, and then Jorge Heather says, "Seed sucks. Bottom tier. I can't watch that ever again." I don't blame you. It is honestly really bad, and I don't really go back to it that often. I went back to it for the sake of the series, but I don't normally go back to it because it's really bad, like you said. Um, so, um, next up, we've got Child's Play 3. Now, this is what's interesting. All right. Child's Play 3. It was actually maybe my second or third lowest rated of the franchise. And then I rewatched it with Red Rusty. And my views on the film have like completely changed. It's now higher up on the franchise, like a lot higher up on the franchise than what I expected it to be. Like top 3 now. Somewhere like top 3, top 5, somewhere like that. Um so it was super, super low, and now it's actually way higher up there because one, I just love the military school aspect. We've never had a slasher that took place like in a military facility, stuff like that. Like that's really cool. Um, but then the cast is all really good. Um, the the nerd in it, I think Catherine Wyman or Christine, one of those was the girl in it. The older Andy was great. So like the cast of characters were all likable and relatable and all felt real. Um, I especially loved what I think his name was like Whitehurst or something, the nerd. I especially loved what he did towards the end, jumping on the grenade and sacrificing his life and taking that act of valor for his friends. Um, that was so unlike him to do that, and he actually did that, and I just really thought that was really cool. Um, and so Child's Play 3, I love it's got my favorite death of Chucky 2 when he's, like, in the freaking windmill thing and it's, like, chops him up. It's got it's got the iconic, "Don't fuck with the Chuck," and it's got, a lot of other great lines in it. It's highly underrated. Uh, now tier-wise, where am I gonna put this tier-wise? Um, tier-wise, let's see. Um, shit. I'll put on the "You Can't Keep a Good Movie Down." I'll put on that tier. Um, because maybe there's a few things in there that I would, change or whatever, but overall, it's definitely a good time. Like, I really have a lot of fun with Child's Play 3. Um, Now I'm trying to access there it is. Um, your comment says, Whorehead Heather says, Child's Play 3 is middle of the road for me. I like the kid actor of Andy in the last act. Chucky's death is awesome. I put it in the what's so great about me, meh. Yeah, I can understand that. And it used to be that way for me, but like something really gravitated towards me. And it could be the reason it could be is because right now my best friend is going to Virginia Tech and he's in the cadet program there, ROTC. So he's actually doing the whole boot camp, training, stuff like that. So knowing that and when watching it actually happen in a movie like that, that might have been I might have put two to two together and might have actually liked it a lot more because I was able to relate to it in that way. Um, but next up, we've got Child's Play 2. You know this is going bottom tier. No, just kidding. Child's Play 2 is a absolute classic. It is absolutely one of the best slasher movies of all time. One of the best sequels. It's one of the best horror sequels, let alone sequels in general of all time. It is. It's got some of the most iconic moments. You've got Kyle in there, who again, another final girl, who is or Scream Queen, who's never talked about enough. When I'm hearing Final Girl list, Scream Queen list, you hear Nev Campbell Scream, you hear Jamie Lee Curtis Halloween, um, the girl from Your Next, who's definitely worthy, um, and uh, Nancy from Nightmare on Elm Street. So you get all those list names and such, but you don't ever hear Kyle. And Kyle's such a good final girl. She's so good. She's likable. She's badass. And I just cannot wait to see her come back in the Child's Play TV series. Um, I absolutely love the look of Chucky in this movie. It's probably my favorite look of Chucky. Um, is in this film. The um, the ending in that factory is just so cool with like such cool like atmosphere and throughout the film, but especially in that scene. Um, I I love the whole Chucky death of him melting and stuff, and all the deaths in general are a lot of fun in this movie. Uh, and I mean, what else can be said that hasn't already been said? This is absolutely, you bet your ass 100% going in the a true classic. Never goes out of style. It is that good. I love this film. Um, and just iconic in every stretch of the word. Um, Horror Heather says Child's Play 2 is my favorite. Top tier, baby. Love it. Oh, yeah. It is, honestly, spoiler alert for this ranking, once I rank them, it's my favorite too. It's my favorite. I absolutely love it. Bacon Poo Poo in the house. Can't wait to be on your channel in literally an hour from now. That'll be a lot of fun. Uh, but he says Child's Play 2 is number one for me. That's awesome, man. I love Child's Play 2. So great. Um, it is an absolute bona fide classic through and through. Um, and then and then um,
Not eating dinner?
um, and then uh, and then Horrorhead Heather says, "Hey Bacon, what's up, friend?" Uh, oh yes, and then that's also a good point. And Kyle is an excellent driver. You bet she is. She should be the inspiration for all those driver's ed kids. Um, but the last one, number 8, is the remake, Child's Play, 2019. This is a film that I do like, but I've also got a lot of issues with. Some of the writing, some of the characters could be better. The fact that this almost preteen kid is kind of obsessed with a doll, I don't know. It felt kind of weird about that. Um, Mark Hamill does an incredible job taking up the mantle. He's not Brad Dourif. No one's going to be Brad Dourif. But he does an incredible job taking up the mantle of uh, of Chucky. However, if I actually ranked the looks of Chucky, this would be bottom of the barrel dog shit. This look is so atrocious. And when me and Dan were watching, we were just laughing at how bad Chucky looked in this movie. He looks god awful. Whoever designed him needs to be fired. Like, it is seriously that bad. I don't know why they just literally, it's so sad to say it. Seed is the worst in the franchise, and Seed is the last good look for Chucky we've had. Like, last great Chucky for look. Great Chucky look. Chucky for look, what is that? Last great Chucky look that we've had. It's just sad because hard is it to mess up a doll, a menacing doll? Like, it's not hard to mess up, guys. You guys can get it right. It's I don't know. Yeah, Child's Play 2019. It is. I'm gonna put it on the meh tier. It's one that I'm kind of 50-50. Dan, who I watched it with, really likes it. Thinks it's one of the better Child's Play movies, and I think it's okay. I enjoy it. It would be like a 6 out of 10 for me if I was actually, ranking it. It would be like a 6 out of 10 for me. Um, it was, yeah, it was fun, but it good, and the kills were brutal as hell. When the guy falls on his balls on the razor, oh my god, the Dollar Tree Jack Black doing that was just that was terrifying. So it's got some cool kills. I love the whole Stranger Things vibes, or the It kids from like It or whatever at the end there. That was a lot of fun. It set up a sequel that we're probably never going to get. Um, but yeah, so that's where it would probably be for me on the tier. Um, Red Rusty in the house says, "Sup, Wolf? What is up, Red Rusty?" Um, Whorehead Heather says, "Child's Play remake is middle of the road for me again. I didn't love it. I don't hate it. Just mad for me. Yeah, I can understand that. It's okay. Oh, I do love the jingle too. The jingle's great. I do want to mention that. That was a fun jingle. Uh, and then Red Rusty says, "Nice tier. Agree with everything except Colt and Bride would be switched on mine." Yeah. I you're a much bigger fan of Colt than I am, and I'm a much bigger fan of Bride than you are. But yeah, but Bride's still not that great. And then Horrid Heather says the Chucky series looks so much better than Curse, Colt, and Remake. It does, and from the clips I have seen so far in the trailer, it's not holding anything back. This is going to be brutal. This is going to have f bombs. This is going to be everything we want, and then some. I'm so hyped up for this show. It's only a matter of a couple days now, guys, and my review will be on the 13th to cap off the 12 days of Chucky. And because it's still 12 days, even if it's on the 13th, because I had to miss one day, so it'll absolutely be exciting, and I cannot wait. And tomorrow, guys, is a Chucky trivia night, so make sure you're there for a Chucky trivia night. I've got Dan, possibly Dan's sister, joining. I've got Kyle joining. Bacon said he'd be down to join. Ross will be moderating it with me. And then uh, what is there any other? I'm still looking for other players. So if you guys are interested, let me know because I've only got like 4 players right now, and I'm looking for other players. So let me know if you guys are interested in joining the Chucky trivia night. Red Rusty, you were great. Maybe you'd want to hop on for that. Just let me know if any one of you are interested, and then I'll throw in a slot for you. But how I would actually rank these films. So let's get to ranking. Obviously, number 8 is Seed, Chucky. Garbage, awful. And then number 7 is Code of Chucky. The fun snow atmosphere and mental hospital atmosphere is fun, but yeah, not for me. Child's Play remake, totally respect it and the vision they went with and the different thing with the AI and all that stuff. It's a lot more realistic. So that was all great and dandy, but overall, it just doesn't hold a candle to a lot of these other ones. And then I've got Bride at number 4. Wait, is that right? Wait, it's 8, 7, 6. No, I got Bride at 5 right now. So Bride's at 5. And then I've got I've got Curse of Chucky at number 4. Absolutely fun time. And then I've got Child's Play 3 at number 3. And then Child's Play, the original, at number 2. And Child's Play 2 at number 1. That is how I would rank this franchise. Let me know what you guys think of my ranking, what you guys think of the tier list, and let me know down below what other horror franchises, non-horror franchises do y'all want to see tier lists of. I'll start contemplating on whether I want to do them, and then I'll see, and I'll try to get those out for you guys because I love doing these. I haven't done them in a while, but I love doing these videos for you, and have just a ton of fun with it. And thank you, Heather, so much. She says you are doing a great job, Wolfman. Great content. Thank you. I really appreciate that. It means a lot that all of you are showing so much support to me. I'm almost at 250 subscribers, guys. This is a big deal. I'm at 246 right now. I never thought I'd get this big. And it's all because of you guys. I really want to thank y'all so much. Uh, it would it's just I would not be here doing this stuff without you guys. So we're all part of this channel. So thank you. Red Rusty says Resident Evil in celebration of the new one coming out in November. That trailer was really not good in my opinion, but I am still looking forward to it because it's Resident Evil. So that's actually a cool idea. I'm gonna definitely look into doing that. That's a cool idea. Ooh, then that's fun. A tier list of horror tropes would be fun. Yeah, that would be fun. I'd have to see what pictures I could use for that because it's horror tropes. That'd be kind of interesting. I'd have to see what pictures I could use for that. But yeah, that's a great one. Anyways, that'll be it for me today, folks. Hope you all enjoyed this tier list. If you guys want to see more tier lists like this and more ranking videos, oh, there's a second trailer? Did they already release a second trailer? Really? Well, I'm gonna have to look up online and see if I can find that. That's crazy. I didn't know they released a second trailer already. Um, wow, that just kind of attracted me. But that's cool. I'm gonna have to look into that. But that'll be it for me to get today, guys. Hope you all have a wonderful day. And love you all. Oh, and while J-Man's here, I do want to mention on the channel, because J-Man is in the chat here. Just some things coming up on the channel. So we've got our Howling for Horror series coming up right here. This is a little, this is the image that he made for Howling for Horror, the poster. I'm very excited for this, doing it with the Wolfman. That's fitting. Oh, not my best howl today, but I did my best. And so I'm very excited to do that with him. And I will be on I will be doing a podcast with the C-Files here very soon on Halloween 2018. I will be on Bacon's channel saying, keep up the good work, man. Loving the content. Shared your stream. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. I will be on his stream tonight watching Halloween 1978. So looking forward to that. And the Chucky trivia night will be tomorrow. The Chucky pilot review will be on will be the next day after that. And now I'll be focusing on my Halloween Kills review. I've got my Halloween with Horror. I've got my Paranormal Watchtivity series coming up. Before the new Paranormal Activity movie comes out, I'm doing Paranormal Watchtivity, which is watch-along series of all the Paranormal Activity movies. So I'm very excited for that. So stay tuned for it and all the great content I have coming in October. And there's only one way that you can access that great content in October, and that's by hitting that subscribe button. So be sure you head on over to the channel, head on over to the Wolfpack on Facebook to join on the conversation and such. But that'll be it for me today. I hope you all have. I'd have to end on this comment. This is so good. Every full moon, the wolf will rise. Oh, that was a better howl there. So excited. That'll be it for me today, folks. Love you all, and until next time, stay spooky, man.